Hello, everyone. Just one moment, typical. I just need to close some windows or else it's going to take too much of my internet, I think. One moment, I don't see myself. Oh my gosh, where am I? There I am. Oh my gosh. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being here. Welcome. I'm Elizabeth. And today we're going to talk about the video that has affected me in ways that surprised me, in all honesty. Well, just from the news, the previous news of learning that the High Council of Taygeta was infiltrated and was being run by many years by regressive people, I think caused a lot of distress for many people down here. It was a surprise that was hard to digest. And having this latest video, Taygeta News number 60, I'm going to include the link so you can check it out if you haven't seen it. Having the names there, just for me, it took it to another level. For me, it was truly something that I sometimes surprise myself just when I know that I am, just when I know that I know for sure that I'm Taygetan, that we have this contact, that they are talking to us. Just when I know that I feel 100%, we get these news, we get these type of videos, and it just takes it to another level. When you're really saying to yourself, wow, this is so familiar. And seeing the names, it just, I don't know if it's not that it made it real, it just, I don't know, it takes you home and it feels, if we felt uncomfortable before this, for me, it really, I think it shakes you. I don't know, something, it just makes it terribly real. I don't know. I don't think this is unreal, but it really affected me on some level. I do not recognize any of the names, just in case you're thinking maybe you know someone there. No, I do not recognize any of the names. And yes, they do sound Japanese, most certainly, because we do know that there was a Taygetan population there, previous Tiamat War at the time of Lemuria. So the language, Taygetan language, is similar to Japanese language because it evolved to what is Japanese now. But the Taygetan language, I think the closest one it comes from, the evolution of it. It's from, what is it? Navajo, I think. Indian, from American Indian language. So yes, it does sound Japanese most certainly because there is a connection there. So basically the video was to expose the previous High Council of Taygeta that was infiltrated, and all 24 members were arrested, and I think about 2021 names were shared by Mary. So we have almost all the names. Now that video exposing those names was for Mary to send a message to the members of the cabal and the Regenerative Federation to know that they have them, they are arrested, they know who they are. So that was for those people. Now, these people, the High Council, the previous High Council was arrested by the military, the Taygetan military, who they conducted a thorough investigation against them. They had been investigating apparently for many years since they started seeing something off. So about 5 years, 5 to 6 years. They were all arrested by, they were all have been accused by plotting the annexation of their civilization to the cabal that controls Earth, which could only have been conducted with the full cooperation of still unknown high-ranking members of the regressive Galactic Federation. So yes, in case you're new here, there is a regressive federation, and that is the problem that we are encountering here on Earth. So now we know that the regressive Galactic Federation members, they work with other people who are under the control of the so-called cabal that control this planet. The cabal, when we say cabal, we say it's the secret and the not so secret societies, organizations. They control human politics from under the table. And they work in a compartmentalized way. Compartmentalized, that word, seriously, it follows me, it haunts me. Compartmentalized manner. So one level doesn't know what the other level is doing, which is what NASA does, by the way. Yes, NASA, they do that. Now, this enables these people obviously are connected with the most powerful people on Earth. And they are, okay, so sorry, this connects the most powerful people on Earth with non-humans ones from the Galactic Federation. Now, this is something interesting, which is, I was thinking of, that if you have powerful, the powerful humans, humans, in connection and in communication with Galactic Federation, extraterrestrials, full ETs, I am sure that this powerful people, they are taken off Earth at some point. So I'm thinking, well, if they are taken off Earth, they do start changing, don't they? So they become hybrids. And this is what I think Mary was trying to explain, which I didn't get. I'm going to have to listen to the video again. So it says there that it enables the connection of the most powerful people on Earth with non-human ones of the Galactic Federation, which ultimately owns and controls the Earth. And the most powerful people on Earth slowly blend into the Galactic Federation, moving from fully human hybrid, and then from fully human, then hybrid, and then to full ET. So basically, we know that if you leave Earth, they take you outside. We cross the Van Allen belt. You start changing because you're not suppressed. You don't have these negative frequencies. So you start expanding. So you start changing and you turn into full extraterrestrial. So these people, that's what I always thought. Well, what happens to them? Do they start changing? Or are they so negative that it takes them a longer time? I don't know. I'm just thinking here. And apparently they do going to, like, they become half and half, and then they become fully teeth. Is that what she meant? So I see a lot of people here commenting. So I'm going to start talking to you guys while I do this, because um, you guys can give me your point of view. You think about this. Lula Star, hello, how are you? Good morning. Hello, good afternoon. Mary Juarez, how are you? I am doing okay. These news have really shaken me, especially seeing those names. Sound and image. Okay, thank you, Lula. Good morning, Robert from Australia. 7:30 a.m. Oh my God. I am forward now. It's 20 to 10 here. Very early. Good morning, Adriana. How are you? Welcome. Navajo and Inuit. Yes. Carlos Ortiz. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Greetings. Yes, Lula Star. Yeah. Robert says, I think it takes about 7 days for the body to start to change. Don't know. I remember they said that you start being fully ET after about 7 years. It took you 7 years to become fully extraterrestrial once you leave the Van Allen belt. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Welcome. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Robert. I have to look at that. Right. 7 years. Um, so I'm thinking if these fully humans have contact with ETs, I wonder if see, this is the thing. Are they, because they go to Venus, don't they? They go out and they come back. So they start changing. Uh, so that's kind of weird for me. I don't know how they do it. Maybe that's why they have clones. I don't know. So I think I'm going to have to listen to the video again, or maybe Mary can clarify that when those people from fully human go to a hybrid human and then fully ET. Maybe that's what it is. So if Mary or Ellen is watching, can you explain that more to us? Yeah, would be interesting to know. Now, the entire High Council was found guilty of a large variety of crimes in association with the cabal. This all developing and taking to action a soft invasion of the Taygetan society, slowly infiltrating cabal members. Oh my God, when I was hearing the words, I was cringing. You're thinking of all the people that could be taken to Taygeta. The lowest frequency ones were taken. Seriously, it makes my stomach turn. So they were slowly infiltrating cabal members of Earth to um, places, all the places, to high-ranking places within Taygeta. So this done, they had full intention of exporting the worst parts and examples of Earth's culture and society. The contrast is just unbelievable. And basically, ultimately, to guide and manipulate the Taygetan people. So all these plans have been stopped by the work of the Taygetan military, by the high-ranking members like Captain Gorel and Captain Thale, which they discovered 6 to 7 years ago while they were here on lower orbit on Earth. So they knew about this for many years, and they couldn't do much about it. But they were able to keep investigating and able to do all that now, take action once Mary realized what was going on. So basically, the political post of Taygeta, they were infiltrated and they were investigated, fully investigated by the military. But the Taygetan military couldn't do anything until Mary came to power. Obviously, as we know already. So they were wanting to a puppet queen in Taygeta. So that's why they wanted Mary. They basically wanted to assassinate Queen Mary because they wanted a puppet queen. Obviously, it's basically what they do here. The exact same thing that they do here, they wanted to do it there. So basically, they just have to see how it works down here. Then they can find out how they're going to do it up there. Same thing. I'm just thinking about the Taygetan people. They must not be having a. I wonder how they are doing with all this. I mean, 115 members that they were found infiltrated in Taygeta. 115. I could not believe it. It's just unbelievable. I mean, I'm thinking 115. I don't think I can come up with 115 names that we could know that have apparently passed away on Earth. I'm thinking we can come up with 70 names. Myself, I could come up with, I don't know that many. I don't pay much attention. 20 at first. So 115 for me, it's a lot. And I wonder if it's more. Maybe not. I'm sure they are looking and scanning all the planets and taking care of them right away. I'm so glad this is moving along. Okay, now there are other remaining ex-council members that have not been disclosed, have not been named, but these will be arrested shortly. But it is not convenient to say their names until then. Now, please know, and Mary did confirm, is a name that sounds like Anika. It is not Anika. It sounds like Anik. Anika. It is not Anika of Temer. this is someone else, just to double clarify there. Mary did confirm that. So no, it is not a Neckar of Terror. It's just a coincidence. The names are very, very similar. Now, there was a name here. There was a name here that she didn't want to say, and I don't want to say actually in my channel either, which is David, and then think of a rock. Okay, so if you look it up, it actually showed an image of him, like very briefly. So you have to be watching the video when she starts talking about this. You can see it's on the top left corner. So it is the one that I think he was more than 100, about 100 years old when he apparently died. So don't get it confused, because there is another name, the same name, but I don't know if it's the son or something. He has a beard. It's not him. It's the other one. It's the 100-year-old one that you see. There's a picture of him there. So that's him, and he thought he could get away with it. So apparently the person that we thought, she hasn't confirmed this, which I thought of Jobs, that was going to be sent back to Earth. Apparently he's not going to. Apparently they're all going to be sent to the Hyades, which is a planet, Urma planet, and they're going to take care of all of them. And it's going to be a fair way of dealing with these people. It says here that they will be imprisoned not only physically, but soul level as well, and all at the exact level needed for each one. Means that no one will be here to answer for crimes that they did not commit, or answer in excess for crimes committed. It is the ultimate karma applied to them by the Urma. And this can be done because Urma, as we know, works through the astral and nothing escapes them. So I am so glad that exists. I am so glad they are taking care of these people in a way that obviously here on Earth they cannot be taken care of. I mean, here on Earth, nothing's going to happen to them, obviously. So I am so glad that the Urma will be taking care of these people, and they're not being sent to Earth, because here on Earth, what can happen to them? You know, if they do die, well, that's not the point, is it? Okay. I'm looking at the chat. Lunar Star. Okay, so about the hybrid, humans hybrid, what I understood is that it refers to the level of beings that the Kabbalistic humans get to know as he ascends within the Kabbalistic system. All right, okay. All right. Okay, I get it. Robert says, yes, just take a good look at the elite on Earth who seem to age slowly. I bet they go off to Venus. Yeah, they definitely go off to Venus. Because, yeah. Yes, they are rewarded, most certainly. And Kubides, how are you? Welcome. Okay, now let's see. That was it, because most of the video which is what Mary needed to post, is information for the cabal and the other people that will not want to know. That was information for them to know that their plans have failed completely. Now, we have to take into consideration here that for us down here as star seeds, especially when we're talking about this, the cabal and the regressive federation are not just going to sit back and do nothing. As I said before, they are still going to attack, and they're going to attack at all the levels they possibly can. However, we have to take into consideration that we are not alone as starseeds, as humans down here, because we do have the Taygetans, the Engans, and the Antarians, and all the other positive races who have realized what's happening down here, taking care of us. They are going to take care of us. They will do whatever they can do to stop any, I'm sure of this. That's why I'm saying it. To stop any type of regressive action that the cabal and the galactic, the regressive, I have to say this, the regressive Galactic Federation can possibly do. Now, that doesn't mean that we should just relax in here, because it is impossible to relax. But take care of your frequency. Really take care of it. Now more than ever, we have to be in the best possible vibration frequency that you can. Try to relax. Don't watch the news. Do not watch the news. Do not pay attention to the media, to social media, and just focus on your life and on the best possible positive aspects to keep the frequency as best as possible. Because they are, as we all know, they do take action, and they do take negative action. However, I do wonder how much they can do, how much damage the regressive federation and the cabal can do to us, directly or indirectly, because they are not free to do it as they were before. So I think we're kind of safe in some regards, but we have to be responsible for our frequency. So that's really important. So don't go on a ride with the frequency and, I'm just going to be sad today. Try not to be sad. Don't look at horrible movies and sad movies, and try to keep yourself focused. It's really important. It's really, really important. Now, what else? Also, one more thing that I want to say again, and I've been saying it before over and over, and I want to say it again once more. For me, my channel and my chat on Telegram and the chat and the comments on my videos, whether in Spanish or in English, are open for you to communicate whatever that you think you want to communicate, share your points of view, your opinion, your what you expect, what you think, without obviously attacking someone specifically, and just share. It's just to share in the most positive way possible. I will not restrict anyone from sharing what they see, what they feel, what they think. If you do it in a respectful level, and remember not to name. For example, if you think someone, and I mean, let's say John Doe, it's one of the Taygetans, let's just say John Doe, and you think that person is infiltrated and doing something shady, don't name it. No, don't say John Doe. I think it, has something to do here, because it's that can be quite detrimental, I think. So no naming it specifically, but definitely share your points of views. Most definitely. For example, with the names, with the people that we know, Rochelle of Temer, what is Starlet, and other names that come up that we just not sure what's going on there. There seems to be some regressive thing going on, but we just don't know. And and those names will come up, and that's fine. We can speculate. Just be careful of what you say, most definitely. But I will not, because the thing is that we already live in a world, in a planet that free expression is not allowed. I mean, if you say something against science, against politics, or whatever, your video is taken down. They will quiet you in some way, one way or another. I am not going to do that in my channel. Most definitely not. I mean, it would be insane. The whole idea of this channel and of my work here is for you to have a voice. Whether you want to voice this to me, to other star seeds, or to the people in orbit, you have a voice here. You have a place here to speak. So please do so. Also, this is really important. This is what I can see. Because this is a slave planet, you and I are slaves, no doubt about it. Everyone here on Earth is a slave. Many will not think so. That's the whole point. But we are slaves. I'll give you an example. The only way that you and I can communicate is through this, right? For the simple reason is that if you live in Spain, in Australia, in France, anywhere else on Earth, I'm unable to get to you, and you are unable to get to me. Why? Well, because we have to pay for a ticket, a plane ticket, or for transport to get there. And it's very expensive. We cannot pay for it. We can pay for it, but it's a lot of money. Why? Because of the financial system that is imposed on this planet for that same reason, for you not to have freedom. It is very simple, for you not to have freedom. This is a place for slaves. This planet is for slaves. You and I are slaves. So the only thing that we can do, and we have to be smart about this, is to use these type of platforms. We have to use everything at our disposal to communicate with one another. Now, if I start restricting people on how they communicate, it defeats its purpose, doesn't it? I mean, we are not here. This is not a safe place to be. This is not rainbows and puppies, this planet. Even though we do try our best to laugh and enjoy life and be truly happy, goes to us, but it is not a good place to be. So we have to live in a different way. We cannot live and make decisions if we're to live in Temer, for example, because it's a different type of society. That is a holistic society. This is not a holistic society. We are slaves. So we have to take advantage of everything that we have at our disposal. And communication between ourselves is key for our well-being. Simple as that, for our survival. So my channel is for that, is for communication. And so is my Telegram chat. So I want to make that very clear. Yes, it's very important to me. So That's something I wanted to explain. Now, what else is there? Let me just look at the comments. Now, this is just in case, just in case, I am not saying this because of alluding or that I'm thinking of another place or something that is happening somewhere else. No, I'm just confirming what I've been wanting to confirm for a while now. And sometimes I just not seem to explain it well enough. So every time I find myself that I can explain something better, I repeat it and explain it better. It's all evolution here, all evolution. And this is the thing about communication is that if you don't say anything, you you cannot discuss anything. You cannot evolve. That's the whole point of communication. You evolve. So tomorrow you might have a completely point of view. And if we do not communicate it, or if we do not confirm it or say it in a different way, it gets lost and we start having conflict. This is what happens here on Earth, by the way. This is all happening on Earth, on this planet. We have to adjust because, as well, I think a lot of us feel a strong connection to a holistic society. And of course, we want to try and be holistic in some way, apply it here because we want to be an example or we want to start something holistic here. And I do understand that. And it is something important, but you understand that this society as such is not holistic. We have people who have a lot more power, have a lot of technology that we are under of that control everything about us. In fact, some of your thoughts may not be your thoughts and you have no idea. So way we communicate here, the way we do things, we behave, we need to adjust it to where we are. So they might do in Temer, you might not be able to apply it here and you have to change it and adjust it. So adjust your behavior, adjust your point of view, adjust your thinking and your opinions. And it's okay to do it. I think there is conflict as well, I see, and it has happened to me, is that I do have this feeling of a holistic society. So it is in me. But I find that here, sometimes it just doesn't work because you get taken out, you know? Um, and what the things that they can do, Temer, we cannot do here. They have a freedom there that we sometimes, I don't think we can imagine. I mean, they can go around the planet without any trouble. We cannot. For example, I'm here in Auckland and I can just be here in Auckland. In fact, if I want to drive down to south of Auckland, I need for that. And I want to save up because I need to pay rent. So I'm not going to go down to South Auckland. So I'm basically restricted to the center of Auckland. That's slavery. That is slavery. Plain and simple. So we have to adjust our behavior. We have to adjust the way we do things. And I think we are learning on how to do that so that it protects us. That's the thing. We have to, that's our responsibility to protect ourselves. So we have to think differently to how someone in a holistic society would do. So I think there is a conflict there as well, which is what I see, for example, in the chats. There is sometimes these difference of opinions and clashing, and I see that it's not that one is right and the other one's wrong. I think it's our feeling of a different world that we have, and we want to apply it. The thing is that in this planet, it cannot be applied. It needs to be adjusted to this situation that we are living. I think that's really important. Carlos Ortiz says, Urma, kittens, angels, etc., are not going to save anyone's lives. Each one, as agreed, is learning on their own way, most certainly, but this is at a spiritual level. What I'm talking about here is a physical level. If the collective separation, the regressive, is going to do a reset that for the Urma, for example, is just not acceptable, they will take action. The Urma itself, the King Urma, said so. Now, I'm not saying that we are protected and the Urma and the Taygetans are going to take us. No, there will be a reset, most probably. But we're talking about here that we do have ETs looking over us and checking on us. And that's a fact. But most certainly at a spiritual level, everyone has their own responsibility and their growth and whatever they want to do, expand consciousness. But what I'm talking about here is the physical aspect of it. So let's not confuse. Thank you, Carlos. Yes, each one has got a different level in the immersive game, most certainly. Yeah. Yes, little star. Hi, Mrs. When other planes start gathering this information, they will have many good things to say to us, I bet. Lula Star says, and Anik is the one who was convicted of taking a young pilot to the limit with her ship, leading to her death. Swaru Paprianda, who was talking to the old woman, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, interesting. No, I actually don't know about that. What happened there? Huh. Yeah. Okay. So what else here? That's it, I think. That's all I wanted to say. Because most of the video, and it's true, it is quite interesting. Now, who are all the people? That's another thing that Mary said, that she will not be able to, most probably, no, she won't be able to name the cabal members, the Earth cabal members. So the people that we wanted to know who they arrested. So that's a long list, and she won't be able to publish here on YouTube, obviously. So she might be able to do it somewhere else. Where? I'm not sure. I haven't thought about it. So I'm sure we're going to find ways to, she might find ways to get that list to us. I wonder how it's going to be interesting. Any ideas? Maybe they appreciate some ideas. I think so, anyway. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you for being here. It's 44 minutes. Good. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the conversation. I appreciate it. If you have any comments, leave it in the comments. Any opinions, any ideas of how that list Mary can share with us, if she can. Sometimes I wonder if I want to know who these people are. I get so disappointed when I see a name of someone that I followed in some way, or that I knew of. and I find their names in a horrible list, in a shady list. So that's always a disappointment. But anyway, it's everybody has the choice of whether to look and read that list or not. I'm not sure I'm going to read it. I probably will, but I have to admit it's not going to be something that I'm going to be excited reading, in all honesty. Truly. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. And take care of yourselves. And I'll see you in the next. Bye, everybody.